Fred. Shit. They f***ing with him. Finny Idol, what up? Style. Shit.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is going to be a sample shopping episode sponsored by my good friends over at decantshop.com. 12% off if you use coupon code MAX12. New scents added every week. They've got a bunch of new stuff in. We're going to go through 3 weeks of straight crack fragrances, or at least fragrances I think you guys want to hear about. 4 fragrances every 2 weeks. Of course, there'll be videos in between. We're going to do 2 videos now a week. That's sort of what I'm aiming for. And we're going to start off this week with 4 really interesting fragrances. Let's just get right into it. Remember, decantshop.com sells all these fragrances. Best price, really fast shipping times. You get exactly what you paid for. Everything is measured out before it's put in your vial. Let's go through these 4 fragrances. Use coupon code MAX12. So the first fragrance we're going to look at is from the house of Versace. Guys, this one is called Dylan Blue. Now, I really like the brand of Versace when it comes to fragrance. I've got a nice amount of fragrances from this house. I don't know if there's anything out there at this point that I'm looking for, but I wanted to check this one out when I saw Decant Shop had it. It's got a little bit of designer hype in the Fraycom world, so let's get right into it. It is a 2016 release. Notes of water, notes Calabrian bergamot, grapefruit, fig leaf, violet leaf, papyrus, patchouli, black pepper, ambroxan, musk incense, tonka bean, and saffron. Guys, this one is already discounted online. Fragrance Net has bottles between $30 and $40. That did not take long. It's nice. It's a fruity designer release. It's fruity, it's fresh, big note of ambroxan. It's got some Dior Sauvage to it. To be 100% honest, I wouldn't purchase this. I'd purchase Dior Sauvage and be really, really happy. And at that point, I'd probably just purchase Aventus Creed and be, Creed Aventus and be really happy. Not a bad fragrance, but you guys, you've been there, you know what this is. It's not different. It's not that different. There might be notes different, amounts different from fragrances like Dior Sauvage, but it's that same designer vein that's going on right now. You can make your own opinions about whether that you want to check that or not. The next one is from the house of Rasasi, and it's called Tobacco Blaze. Now, from the La Yukawam line, I own Ambergris Showers and Yukawam Home. I really like both. Ambergris Showers to me is sort of its own animal. Yukawam Home is reminiscent, people say, of Tuscan Leather, and I agree. I think it sort of lacks the fruity berry note that Tuscan Leather does have. I thought this would be reminiscent perhaps of Tobacco Vanille, since I know other female fragrances in the Yukawam vein are reminiscent of Black Orchid and fragrances of such. Tobacco Blaze was a 2013 release. The notes on it are neroli, lily of the valley, and saffron, violet, apricot, tonka, amber, cedar, patchouli, leather, and oud. $60 for this one online, and this is really nice. It's not Tobacco Vanille at all. There's nothing Tobacco Vanille at all about this. I don't really smell tobacco. It's like an amber fragrance almost. That's a floral sort of amber. It's different. I really can't say there's something that this makes me think of. For $60, you might want to look at this. If you like Ambergris Showers, you like the Yukawam Home, I think both are better. I don't think this is bad though. It's ambery. It's sort of spicy, it's resinous, I just don't get, I don't know if there's tobacco there for me. Tobacco's not even in the note breakdown, actually, now that I look at it. It's a good fragrance. If someone told me this was a niche fragrance, I won't be surprised. I would say it's not a very innovative niche fragrance, but I've been there. but this is pretty good for what it is. So yeah, I like this. The next one is from the house of Parfums de Nicolai, and it's called Violet in Love. I like this house a lot. I own Cure Cuba Intense. I would like to own more from this brand. I have a sample of New York. A lot of people think if you like Guerlain, this is the brand you should go to, as Guerlain has really sort of become really worried more about selling perfume than making perfume, and there's some history between the two brands, so do with that as you will. This is a 2009 release. The perfumer is Patricia Nicolai. The notes are lemon, cassis, raspberry, coriander, rose, violet, and orris and musk. Lucky Scent carries the 30 ml. That's $48. I love the fact that this brand makes 30 ml bottles. That's what I want as someone who's collected so many bottles. I don't really buy anymore, but if there's something I loved, yeah, I'd be way more apt to buy if there was a 30 ml available. You can't get 100 ml bottles of this online between $100 and $130. This is feminine to me. I don't know that I'd wear this. If you like the note of violet, I think this is really good. You're gonna get that violet. There's obviously a heavy iodine component in this fragrance, and there's a lot of fruity notes. Like I think you get berries and citrus and rose. It's pretty. It's really pretty. I think women should definitely look at this. If you like the note of violet, it's probably a little too femme for me, but this is a quality fragrance. And then we're gonna finish this week up with one from the house of Maison Francis Kurdjian. This one is called Pour le Soir, Cologne Pour le Soir. I like this house. I bought their sample, or not their sample set, their sort of men's discovery set, which had a bunch of 11 ml bottles in it. I really like Amorous Pomme. We're going to look at another MFK fragrance next week. This one I have not tried. This was a 2009 release. I know a year later they released an Absolute version of Pour le Soir. Then they recently did a Grand Soir version. Simple note breakdown on this one: incense, benzoin, rose, and honey. 100 ml bottles are $2.45, and 200 ml bottles are $3.95. So quite a bit of bread for that 200 ml. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. This is simple, but this is like a. I don't really remember. What's the one? Not Grand Soir, the Absolute, a version of this. I know it was very sort of dirty and animalic. This is like much lighter, but you still get like very resinous sort of rose honey fragrance. It's like a light skanky scent, which I kind of like, to be honest with you. This is really good. I don't know if this is discontinued, but it's not every MFK retailer. Like I don't think Lucky Scent's selling this anymore. But I like this. I think this is like an eau de cologne of like a skanky scent. It's just like kind of dirty and sweet and resiny. You know, I mean, if you don't like the MFK scents, like Aqua Universalis, Aqua Celeste, Aqua Vitae, then you might want to go this route. So I like this one. So if I'm ranking these, yeah, that's kind of fun. I think I'd go MFK 1. I think, Cologne Soir 2. I think I'd go the Nicolai. I think the violet in this is gorgeous. This is not for me 2. I think I go Rasasi Tobacco Blaze 3 because it's really good, and Versace Dylan Blue For You, and that's not a bad scent. So all 4 of these are sort of interesting. Would I purchase any of these? Probably not. If I was a woman, I might purchase Violet in Love because I think it's a really good violet fragrance, and the fact that there's a 30 ml for $48 is nice. I wouldn't purchase the Maison Francis Kurdjian because I just have a lot of resinous fragrances. I wouldn't purchase Rasasi Tobacco Blaze because at least for now, it's nice, but it's not really punching through for me as something that you must own. And Versace Dylan Blue is just, it's a good fragrance. You'll get compliments. Women will probably love it, but I've just been there and done that, and been there and done that. And if I want a fragrance like this, I probably will at some point break down and buy Sauvage. So guys, that's it for this week's episode. Next week we're going to take a look at another fragrance from Maison Francis Kurdjian, two from Zegna, both from their higher end exclusive collection, and one from Christian Dior. So Dior, Zegna, two Zegna, one MFK. These are all sent to me via decantshop.com. Coupon code MAX12, 12% of your entire order. Again, we have been partners for 5 years because I believe in this. I haven't partnered with anything else, any other business, any other fragrant decanter business at least in that time, because I don't believe in any other fragrant decanter the way I believe in decantshop.com. I think that there's such great curation. You get exactly what you pay for. Shipping times are outrageously good, and the prices are just unreal. And it's really like a mom and pop internet shop, which is hard to do. So decantshop.com, coupon code MAX12. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Thank you all so much for watching.
Shotty in the shop who everybody wanna watch because I move a little different. Yeah, I said I move a little different.